Hi there. This video is about disabling local group policy processing. I'd say this can be useful in numerous scenarios, but that would be kind of an overstatement. It's useful in some scenarios. For the sake of this demo, I'm going to for the sake of this demo being about what I find to be a mundane topic, I'm going to throw in some interesting information or some sort of interesting information, which is about the order of group policy processing. And if you know this already, the LSDOU acronym, then just skip ahead 20 seconds. It's really simple. Local computer turns on, it looks at the local GPO and applies those settings to the computer being turned on. Then the system is going to check what site the computer belongs to. It's going to check to see if there are any GPOs linked to that site and apply them. Then it'll do this for the domain, check to see if any GPOs are linked to that domain and apply them, and then it will go to the OUs and the sub-OUs and apply any group policy objects in those. Alright, and then this whole process is repeated for user settings. And when it comes to GPO conflicts, the last setting applied wins. Now, this doesn't mean that this explains everything. You can have conflicts on the same level, and most of the time the computer side is going to win. But there's always a particular scenario in which things differ. Anyway, now on to the demo. First of all, here's client 10, here's DC01, alright? And right now, if I run who am I, you can see that we have local admin, which is just what an account under the administrators group, the local administrators group. They're logged in, and it's client 10. And if I go in here and run a gpedit MSC and bring up local group policy editor and then come down here to user configuration, say you have a problem with admins at a branch office or something and they're doing this, and then go into control panel and prohibit access to control panel and PC settings. Now I'm picking an arbitrary thing here, but before I enable this or apply this or click OK, I do want to show that control panel will come up. So no problem so far, right? And it will immediately process this because it is local. So if I go in here, now it has a problem. This operation has been canceled due to restrictions in effect on this computer. And even if you go into Explorer, this is grayed out right here. Run, type in control, nothing, negative, it's not going to work. Alright, so I also would like to, let's come back over here and look at AD users and computers, and I'm going to be using user X in this case. And user X is of course a member of domain admins, users, but also a member of domain admins. Alright, so I'm going to come back over here to client 10 and sign out. Now log on as user X. Now that I'm logged on as user X, if I go in here, control panel still does not work. So what needs to be done is disable local group policy processing. So over here on the domain controller, the primary domain controller, we'll go into Group Policy Management Console and also bring up Active Directory users and computers and show that client 10 is in this OU path right here. Alright. Now down to Group Policy Objects, create a new Group Policy Object. How about disable local group policy processing. Edit this. This will be on the computer side under policies in administrative templates, of course, and then down in system, let's switch over to standard view here and group policy right here. turn off local group policy objects processing. This is what we want to enable. Click OK right here, and now close the editor and go back up to desktops where client 10 resides and link an existing GPO. Choose disable local group policy processing, click OK, and come back over here to client 10. And like I said, I try to throw in something somewhat interesting in these mundane videos, so in this video I'll throw this in here. If I target just the computer side of this policy, it will not work, even though the policy for disable local group policy processing was on the computer, or is on the computer configuration side. So I'll show this. If I come in here to PowerShell and say, you could do this from command line too, but this just kind of force a habit going into PowerShell. And if I do a GP update and then we do a switch target, computer, switch force. Now the computer policy update has completed successfully. Alright, and if I go down here and click on Control Panel, it's still processing this local policy. Bring up Explorer, open Control Panel is grayed out. Type in Control and run, it's still not going to work. But now if I do this command and I update the computer and user side, then I can come down here and click on Control Panel, and there it is. So that's it for this video, and until the next one, take it easy.